Hey, what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 90210 show. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my girlfriend, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is February 21st, 1997.
Yes, it is.
And we watched a stormy little episode this week of 90210. Stormy weather outside. Stormy weather is the episode.
It's kind of weird that there was no stormy weather in the episode.
There was.
Was there?
Yeah, it was just very glossed over. Remember, there were two different things where the chancellor's office was getting flooded because it was raining so much, and then Brandon was like, I got to go down to Orange County, and Tori Spelling's like, I heard the PCH is flooded or whatever, you better be careful. And he was like, oh, well, I got no choice or whatever. I'll swim if I have to. And then he went anyway. And it's interesting that the title is called Stormy Weather, and the weather plays no role in the episode at all.
Except that it makes Brandon wear this really ridiculous... Is that supposed to be a raincoat?
I don't know. It looks like
a cowboy.
It looks like Columbo mixed with Clint Eastwood. You're right.
It's bad. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So, this episode...
Yes.
caused so many emotions that we had to record immediately because I have to talk about it.
All right, let's go.
Well, I mean, aren't you feeling some things like anger? Mainly anger.
No,
I'm angry.
I don't think I get as emotionally invested into 90210 as you do.
Yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm emotionally invested or whatever. I kind of want to like bitch slap a couple people.
Oh.
And they're both bitches.
Wow. Well, there's three stories essentially going on.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I take it back. There's like 5 people I want to hit. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just saying there's like 3 main stories going on. Go ahead and let us know.
No, I want to hit Kelly and Valerie and Ray and Andrea and Peter.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Peter. You want to start with Peter and Andrea?
Sure.
By the way, I noticed something in this episode. Peter looks like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, mid-transition between the Beast and human form.
Maybe.
Like he started going and then stopped. He's got a weird, like, big ridged nose that looks like an animal nose. It's so weird.
I don't know. I mean, he's kind of cute for a ginger.
Awful. I think he looks awful. That nose is just like, it's so weird.
It's just a Jewish nose, man.
No, it's not. It's not just he looks like he has a giant Lego between his eyes.
Oh my goodness. He does not.
It's not a Jewish nose. It's very, like, it's just blocky and it's awful.
Well, I guess that actor needs a nose job.
It's like God stitched 2 other people together.
Well, his big nose is not keeping his face away from Andreas.
Fuck no.
So he got her a job in the hospital, doing research. Now, doesn't she want to be, what does she want to be?
A doctor, I guess.
I guess, but like she was all into like reporting before.
Well, yeah, in high school.
I had no idea that she was interested in being a doctor. Like, was this a thing?
Into politics and stuff. She's Jewish, so she just wants to. She automatically gravitates towards medicine.
So, yeah, I mean, she was doing research work last year. At
that's right.
University.
She was working with the dogs.
Yeah,
the dogs they were killing.
Right. So now he got her a job doing research in the hospital where he works. He's like, now we can see each other almost every day.
And now you can give humans cancer, like you were giving dogs cancer.
Right? So she's been at her brand new job for 30 minutes when he comes in and asks if she can take a fucking break. Like, what in the hell is wrong with you?
That's what he says, too.
Yeah.
Can you take a fucking break?
That's what he means. And he kisses her. Like, people could see. I mean, I know that they're in an office, whatever, but it's like an office with like art on the window, so it's mostly obscured.
And the art's alive, so People inside can see.
People could see if they wanted to.
But my question is, like, who in that hospital fucking knows who Andrea is?
But they know who he is.
I guess.
And they know he's married. He doesn't care. They are both married.
Yeah.
Like, he should have some kind of, I don't know, propriety. Like, he should be invested.
Some shame.
Yeah, he should be invested in, like, keeping this a secret, but he is not. So he kisses her in her office, and she looks all scandalized. Like, you fucked this guy, Andrea.
Right.
It's just a kiss. Get over it.
Even though you're upset about it.
I'm upset because I'm not part of this. Like, she's part of this. She is familiar with his penis. His mouth should not bother her. I don't know.
I'm familiar with his penis.
And then, like, okay, so she's talking to her husband on the phone, holding their baby.
Mm-hmm. Who, by the way, I like.
You got some things to say about that baby?
I don't know what they gave. I don't know what they gave this baby or what was going on off screen, but man, that baby looks stoned. That baby was in her arms, just like kind of like just staring off screen. Like, were they holding like shiny objects or something? Like, what the fuck was going on with that baby?
And like the baby didn't look comfortable. This did not look like a mother and a child.
No, not at all.
But
the baby was like, "Mom, I can't believe you're lying to Dad and fucking this weird looking dude."
Yeah, Jesse's in Boise, Idaho, trying to get some kind of internship or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, kind of like doesn't want him to because she doesn't want to move there, right?
Conversation that they really should have had before he even tried for this.
Yeah. So she's like, good luck or whatever, but she doesn't mean it.
He's like, can we argue about this later? And it's like, well, when you have the job? Well, I don't understand.
I mean, I think like she kind of wants him to get it just because that would be a reason to break up.
I guess. I don't know.
It's very weird. Like the fact that she's sleeping with another dude, that's a reason to break up too. Like Andrea.
Yes. That's correct.
just say goodbye. But he shows up at her work when her and Peter are making out on the elevator.
Yeah, they're in an elevator, yeah. The door is open and they have like stop.
Yeah, and he's right there with flowers. And like he's just like oblivious. There's no way.
He really is an idiot.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, if you saw me standing that close to another dude in an elevator after we'd been kissing, you'd know. Like, it's obvious. You can tell when somebody, especially somebody that you know what their face looks like and stuff. Like, you know? Like, he should know her I'm turned on face or I was just smooching face or whatever.
Yeah, I know what your face looks like when it's been kissed.
Right. So it's just bizarre. And then he's like shaking hands with Peter and stuff and like it's all good. It's not good.
She was just shaking Peter.
She didn't even look happy to see him.
No, not at all.
And he doesn't notice that either.
Nope.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
He's weird like their baby. There's just something wrong in that whole family.
Andrea's been slipping her Jesse and the baby some Mickeys or something.
Right? Something is wrong.
Here's another bottle. Maybe that's so she doesn't have to pay for a babysitter or whatever.
Oh, God.
Just gets that baby comatose and puts it in the crib.
There you go.
Then goes and works and fucks Peter.
Who is raising that child? I mean, these are two very, very busy parents.
Oh, no.
Like, they get free childcare at the university, so, like, is she going to call them mom? Like...
Well, that baby's fucked.
Yeah, I feel bad for that child.
I mean, I don't expect this show to go on long enough for that baby to become even like a toddler, let alone, you know, a teenager or something like that. But I wouldn't be upset if they ever did, like, you know how they'll do reunion shows sometimes. Like I think the Brady Bunch had one, and like other people have done other shows, like Leave It to Beaver and shit have done like reunion shows. If one day, like 20 years from now or whatever, they did a reunion show, I wouldn't mind seeing what happens to that kid,
right?
And how she's fucking messed up because of Andrea.
Oh yeah. Well, Andrea and Jesse, because I mean, like, he's fine. He's not like a bad dude, but he's
fine.
He's not around.
No.
You know, he's working and going to school and yeah.
Trying to make a better life for his family while she's fucking some doctor.
Yeah. Well, she's making a better life for her and her baby.
Is she?
Peter's got money, I think. He will when he's done with medical school or whatever.
He's a student.
Yeah, but Jesse may have money because he's going to be a lawyer, but you don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Jesse's going to become a lawyer. What are you talking about? How is one a sure thing and the other isn't?
Well, aren't all doctors rich? Not all lawyers are rich.
No, I don't think all doctors are rich.
I think they are.
Okay, well, good. I guess we've established in your mind all doctors are rich, therefore that's reality.
They have to make like 6 figures,
Why?
Because of all the school and like the stress and the hours and...
Lawyers don't go to a lot of school. Lawyers don't have a lot of stress. Lawyers don't work a lot of hours.
Okay, fine. I guess it's the same. I don't know. Either way, Andrea is going to be set.
I think both of them can be poor. I think both professions can be poor.
I don't think either one of those guys are going to end up poor, though.
Not poor, but, not making millions of dollars.
Right. Rich is not millionaire. I'm not saying millionaire.
Okay.
I'm saying afford a house in Beverly Hills, though. I guess that's a millionaire.
I was going to say...
I don't know.
I'm not saying a millionaire. I'm just saying a 40-room mansion in Bel Air.
Right. What do you think is going to happen?
I think they're going to get divorced.
Do you think they're going to get divorced because he moves to Boise, or do you think they're going to get divorced because she's fucking Peter?
I think he's going to find out.
Yeah.
I think Valerie's going to fuck Jesse.
That would be interesting. I don't know. She's pretty focused on what's his face right now.
Ray.
Yeah,
that's her father figure of the week or whatever the month.
Man, she is being a psycho in this episode.
She desperately wants a man's attention. Her whole character is love me, daddy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty sad to watch. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, but you hate her.
I do hate her because she is being mean to Donna, and she's being possessive.
She's not being mean to Donna.
Yes, she's fucking Donna's boyfriend. How is that not mean? That's like the meanest. Although unless she like fucking killed her, or maybe, I don't know, punched her in the boob. Okay, maybe.
What? How is that comparable to killing her or fucking her boyfriend? It's like you've got the list of like stealing a pack of gum, cheating on her, cheating off of a test, pushing her in the hallway, fucking her man, killing her, punching her in the boob.
That is exactly the order, yes.
She punches her in the boob and she's like, oh my God, you might as well fucking kill me.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, most of the boobs around there are probably poppable, so...
What?
It could happen. Like, that
it's like
could
when you get
be
that
murder.
bubble wrap.
Right.
Donna got her new boobs. Everybody.
What are those things filled with, anyway?
I don't think that Tori Spelling's had a boob job, but silicone.
Yeah, so, like, can't people get, like, silicone poisoning?
I think you've got it right now.
I thought it was silicone.
It is silicone.
You weirdo.
No, it's silicane.
Silicone hurt you. Okay.
It's silicant. Yes. I think so. I think they do silicon and saline. I think those are the two different kinds.
Okay.
They should just use peanut butter. Play-Doh.
What the fuck?
Silly putty.
Sure. Let's fill your penis with silly putty and see how you like it.
I'm not saying anybody should do it. To each their own. But, yeah, I think they can leak. I believe that's happened. People can get sick from it.
So, punching a girl in the boob. That's all I'm saying. Could be dangerous. Now.
Now that we've gone that far to justify your dumb statements, we can continue.
Yes. So, Valerie is still fucking Ray.
Yeah.
And she
right now
has ordered them room service.
Yep.
And he wants to leave. And she's like, but just have breakfast. Mm-hmm. Like, in her defense,
yes,
if you spend the night
sympathize with her
fucking a girl,
right,
you should at least be willing to eat a meal with her in the morning.
Right.
But she knows he has a girlfriend. She knows he's not interested in anything other than her body. He's been very clear.
But that's not what she wants. She's lying and saying that no strings attached, we can just fuck or whatever. But that's not at all what she wants. She wants emotional support.
Yeah.
She doesn't just want sex. She's using her body and her good looks to try to lure a man, like she's a spider or whatever. But that's what she wants is the emotional support, like the just hold me, Dylan,
right.
thing, right? And no man wants to give that to her. Every man wants to fuck her, but no man wants to stay.
What's up with that? Like, she's hot.
Agreed.
Is she just like a terrible, terrible person? Like, why does nobody want to be around her?
I don't know. Maybe she's really bad at pillow talk, like after sex talk or something like that.
Maybe. I mean, her and Dylan had some odd conversations.
They have sex, and then afterwards, she's like, "Oh, that was so good. Thanks. Did you hear about this massacre in fucking Sri Lanka?"
Right.
That's why Dylan's like, "Yeah, here's your coat." I don't hear about any more fucking horrifying things. Dylan, do you ever think about what it would be like if you threw puppies in a sack in the river
Jesus.
instead of cats? Oh, just think about their barks as they go down the waterfall.
Aww.
Yeah, I mean that's why everyone's kicking her out.
Okay, so we've established she is a downer.
She's a Debbie Downer. She'll go down and then she brings you down.
But she just desperately wants this man to eat breakfast with her.
Mm-hmm.
He admits that he's going to see Donna.
Right.
And he says, "What do you want?"
She says Eggs Benedict.
And he flips the fucking breakfast table over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, just psychopath. I mean, have, like you said, if you have the audacity to have an affair and fuck this woman and then spend the night, eat breakfast like a fucking gentleman and then leave.
I mean, like, you can't stuff 2 breakfasts in your stomach. Like, is this the issue? Are you about to go have breakfast with Donna? Like, eat something and then eat again. You're a man. You can handle it.
Exactly.
But also, though, prior to this happening, she does say, "What would Donna say if she knew you were here?"
Yeah, that's true. She does threaten to out him to his girlfriend.
So she's basically blackmailing him to have breakfast.
Yeah.
That's pretty ridiculous.
She wants the company. That's all she cares about.
Like, go find somebody else. I don't understand this.
But everyone she's tried to find has rejected her.
Well, okay, so Brandon has always been with, Kelly since she's been there. Mm-hmm. Steve, why doesn't he want to be with her? Oh, yeah, because she cheated on him with Dylan.
Well, yeah, but then they got back together and they actually had sex. And then she said she'd lie for him, and he was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Steve, by the way, who doesn't even have a line in this episode, but we see the back of his head.
Literally, only the back of his head.
I don't even know if that was him. If it was just a stand-in.
I don't know. Probably not, because, like...
Why even be on set?
Yeah. It's weird.
Take the week off. I almost called him Brian Austin Green.
Ian Ziering.
Who did take the week off, by the way, because he wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
Ian Ziering. Brian Austin Green had the week off.
But they didn't, because his head was there.
Like I said, it could have been a stand-in, 1. 2, Brian Austin Green definitely wasn't there at all.
Yeah. So it's very weird. Okay, so the Steve thing's weird. I really don't get why they're not together, I guess. Other than, like, I think he just thinks she's a bad person.
Yes.
And then now Ray...
Because she said she'd lie for him.
Yeah. And now Ray,
Ray Charles.
is in a relationship with Donna. So, like, just find somebody who's not in a relationship and act like a normal human being.
There's nobody left in the cast, though.
Bring in a new cast member.
She doesn't have the power to do that. She's not one of the producers.
I'm saying, Valerie, go out and find a different man.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. She needs to do something.
Yeah. She needs to find somebody. She needs to get with Brandon now because he's not with Kelly.
Yeah, that could work. But she's literally stalking Ray. Instead of just like moving on, being like, oh, fuck this.
This is ridiculous.
He is in his truck talking to Donna, making out with Donna.
And they're making out, talking to each other. It's very, like, especially the way it's framed, it's very intimate. The camera's close up on, it's a nice, like, very close two-shot of them and everything. And then the camera kind of pulls out, pans over a little bit, and she's in her car. It's pouring rain. She is literally parked directly behind his car, staring at them like they don't notice that at all. It's hilarious.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm assuming this is the after hours parking lot or whatever.
After hours.
So, I mean, she would have some excuse for being there if they saw her, but still.
Yeah, well, the ridiculous part is it's comedy framing.
Yeah,
but it's not meant like that though.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
And
like she might as well have just been in the fucking bed of the truck.
Right?
Like in that window, that little window there.
And then later, Donna has left, and Valerie comes in and she says, I locked the doors. Everybody's gone. Let's have sex on the stage.
Well, yeah, you should have established that they were in the Peach Pit after.
Oh, yeah. He's on the stage where he performs.
Because, previously we were in his truck. She's locked all the doors and then went to the stage of his truck.
Shut up. But he's like, if I wasn't clear, we're done.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I wonder where Donna is. And starts walking off. Like, Valerie, why? Why you gotta be a bitch?
She's going to do it, too. I don't think she's going to, though. I think she's going to threaten it. But I don't think she's ever going to do it.
Yeah, because she doesn't want everybody to hate her, and that would just give everybody another reason to hate her, and so many of them hate her.
I think she's just, like, saying it like she wants him to worry.
Yeah.
And she wants to get what she wants, but I don't think she's actually going to do it.
She wants to hurt him. Mm-hmm. I don't think that she is hurting him, though, because I don't think he cares enough for her to hurt him.
Maybe she's chafing him from all the sex they're having.
I guess.
As much as she could be hurting him.
So, I mean, that's their storyline. Like, Donna got upset with him because he was kind of a jerk, and then they made up. Like,
he
whatever.
was a huge jerk.
Yeah.
And this is what happens when you're lying to your girlfriend, by the way. He comes in because they're going to have some kind of dinner party or whatever, and they're playing Scrabble or some stupid shit. And she's like, oh, yeah, we're just waiting for Valerie. And he's like, Valerie's going to be here? She goes, what do you got? Something like, yeah. She's like, well, yeah, my mom and I saw her in the grocery store, and she looks sad and lonely. I felt sorry for her. She's like, what do you got? Something against her? And he's like, no, it's not that. It's just that
I came here to see you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Not a mass of thousands.
And then he storms off.
Yeah. Like, what? He's all like, I left rehearsal early. Like, fuck you. He is becoming such a annoying prima donna asshole.
Do you think he's going to be in the show long term? I don't think so.
No. I think he's going to be leaving the show very soon.
I think, yeah, maybe very soon. Maybe he'll stick around to the end of the season. I'm not sure, but I don't really see him going past this season. Oh,
and Valerie showed up at his house and met his mother.
Yeah, Luann or whatever her name is.
That was another fucking stalker moment.
Well, she was bringing back his sheet music.
Yeah, I guess, but like he said, what are you doing here? Like, how does she even know where he lives? I'm sure he didn't tell her. She probably followed him there.
I feel sorry for her. Her dad killed himself. She obviously has issues with
very
men.
big issues.
So I feel bad for her.
I guess.
I mean, she shouldn't be saying that she's going to blackmail Ray, but I feel bad for her.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she's a psycho.
It doesn't hurt that she's very, very pretty.
She is very pretty. She is very, very pretty. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, she's so pretty.
It makes her more...
sympathetic?
Yes.
Yeah. But she's so pretty that she should be able to find somebody who doesn't have a girlfriend. Just saying.
Probably, yeah. She should be able to.
So, main story now. Dylan and Brandon are sitting in... Well, no. The episode had started out with Dylan walking
and Brandon
Kelly...
are making out in Ray's truck on the stage.
with Valerie right next to them. No, okay. So Dylan walks Kelly out to her car. And then he goes over and gets in Brandon's car. Now, this is another weird thing where it's like stalkerish, and like, how did she not see that?
Well, okay, so first of all, it begins with her, like Kelly saying to Donna and Claire that she's not going to be part of the sorority anymore. By the way, did Claire become part of the sorority? I don't even remember this.
I don't know.
She took Brenda's place in the sorority, I guess. But she's like, yeah, I'm not going to be in the sorority anymore, and they're trying to argue against her. And Claire's just like, yeah, she just came here because Finley told you to come here, right? Because we're a bunch of fucking negators or whatever. And she's like, you know what? Fuck you. And then Dylan defends her and then walks her out to the car. And then after she gets into her car and leaves, he runs over to where Brandon's sitting, stalkerish in his car, watching them. And he's like, yeah, she's gonna introduce me to Finley. We got it. So, like, obviously, as set up in the previous episode, they're gonna work together and try to free her from the cult she's in.
So, I don't know where Dylan's at with this episode. Like, I really don't.
He's right there.
No, but I mean,
saw him.
like, okay, like he goes with Kelly, he meets Finley. He seems like maybe he's getting a little sucked in.
I mean, I guess.
Maybe.
I never really got the feeling that he was.
But, like, then later he kind of says he was.
I know. And that's the thing is, like, I kind of thought that we were supposed to think he was kind of getting sucked in, but it was clear to me he wasn't getting sucked in. But then he says he was starting to get sucked in. So it's kind of like, was that just bad acting?
I don't know. It's
or were
weird.
They selling it too hard or whatever? Because I don't know.
But, like, Kelly is very excited about Dylan coming to be part of the cult.
I'm glad somebody's on my side.
And she kisses him.
Oh, yeah.
And he kisses her back.
And I think that's maybe when he was trying to get sucked in.
Yeah. And he tells Brandon about it, which I don't think, like, her and Brandon are broken up. I don't really think it's any of Brandon's business. And I feel like it was just hurtful.
I guess, yeah.
Like, I don't know why he had to tell him, but...
He wanted to be honest.
Whatever.
He said, I'm just being honest, Brandon.
So...
Brandon's like, did you sleep with her, Dylan?
Yeah.
Sounded like his dad when he asked him that.
He did a little bit. He sounded a little judgmental, but, he's only been broken up with her for, like, a week. Mm-hmm. At some point during the episode, there's this weird, what did they call it? Like a... Milletting, yeah.
It's a millennium wedding. Milletting.
I don't understand that. Do you understand that?
They're going into the new millennium together.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. Especially, it's weirder because it's like 2 years before now. So it's 95.
Right.
It's 5 years. Like, I don't know. That's pretty ambitious to think your marriage is going to last 5 years. Especially when it's the marriage of an 18-year-old to a Confederate war general.
Right?
I mean, like, did you see this dude? He had one of those fucking huge white beards. He looked like Lee at the end.
Yeah, and, like, Dylan said something to Kelly. He's like, isn't he a little old or whatever? And she's like, marriage is not about age. It's about love.
And money.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, all kinds of weird red flags going off that she's not paying any attention to. Mm-hmm. Brandon goes and talks to the chancellor, whose office is flooding for some reason. It's so stupid.
It's some just dumb business they give him.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. But his office is flooding, and apparently there was some lawsuit, and he has records, but he can't actually share them. So he's like, oh, I'm going to go to lunch and pretend like I don't know you're going to look in my desk or whatever.
By the way, that's never explained what the lawsuits were about.
Well, it's not explained, but it's implied.
Not to me.
Well, okay, so he finds his TA, who is one of the founding members of the New Evolution.
Greg, I think his name is.
Yeah. And Greg married some old lady.
Yes.
To get her money.
Who had a bunch of money. She was a tobacco, whatever.
Heiress, yeah. To get her money
He married the crypt keeper for money.
And later attempted suicide as a result of this whole thing. So his parents,
sex with, right? An 80-year-old.
Right? So his parents,
I've seen my penises seen things I can't unsee.
Maybe he's broken now. But his parents probably sued because
over the suicide attempt.
Yeah, because of the psychological damage this dude did to him.
Okay, I mean, I guess that seems a stretch, though. I thought when we're talking about the lawsuit before, I thought it was something more direct, like sexual assault or whatever. Because Dylan comes, I mean, obviously it's there because Dylan comes up to fucking Finley and he's like, "Hey, what?" First of all, they are talking around the subject of money because clearly Finley wants his money,
right? And
he's like, "Yeah, what are your plans for Kelly Taylor?" And he's like, "Well, she's very attractive, would make a great mate or whatever, Like he's like, but we haven't been, intimate, not physically anyway yet.
Right, yet.
Yeah, like he clearly wants her.
And knows that he could have her, and he could. I mean, like, that's just so upsetting to me. But anyway.
And so Dylan was like, "Yeah, I want her. We had something before. I want it back. And I would give you all my money if I could get her." And he's like, "Well, let me see what I can do." And then he convinces her to go sleep with Dylan, which she tries to do.
Yeah. He's like, he's your soulmate. You need to, go to him and love him. And it's so bizarre. And she does. She's like a fucking puppet.
Oh, yeah.
She just does whatever he says.
Yep.
It's disgusting. Like, Dylan points out.
Though.
Huh?
So it's kind of hot, though. Just joking.
You're fucked up. There's nothing hot about that shit. But
about women being mindless sex puppets,
right? Well, and I mean, just the fact that he has that kind of power over anybody is weird.
Yeah. And I don't know why. They have not shown enough of like any kind of charisma or like anything that makes me believe this guy could actually brainwash all these people.
I mean, he does some kind of like group therapy weirdness that is probably part of it,
I guess.
But yeah, she tries to have sex with Dylan. He stops her and says, "Hey,
here's Brandon." But she's like, "Oh,
first,
this is getting kinky."
Right? First, though, he tells her, like, Finley, I told Finley I'd give him money to get you to sleep with me. And she's like, "You're lying."
He's like, "Yeah, Brandon and Greg thought you'd say that." And she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Greg's here. Like, why did he say his name like that?
Like, she's even going to know who Greg is.
Right.
And Greg asked her, too, he's like, "Does Finley talk about me?" She's like, he has better things to do.
Right.
Like, what in the hell? But he shows her the picture of him and the old lady and his suicide scars.
Right.
And then she believes him.
I guess, yeah.
Like, I don't know why she didn't believe Dylan, who she's known for since she was in kindergarten, who loves her.
She's like, "Fuck that," and all that past and relationship. But, this guy's got scars on his arms?
Right. To match my burn scars.
Right. Which are sometimes there and sometimes not.
It's only on one side.
Yeah, but it's sometimes there and sometimes not.
Okay.
She doesn't always go through the makeup process.
So she goes to Finley and tells him she's done, and she walks out, and everybody's like, "Yay, whatever."
Yeah, it's a huge victory. By the way, this cult is still in full force.
Right.
Everyone there is still fully invested. The woman, as she's walking out triumphantly, is like, "We just got 12 new recruits."
Right.
Like, they're growing by leaps and bounds.
But what bothers me the most is that she gets in Brandon's car. And Dylan's like, "I'm going to walk home." And Brandon's like, "Come on, man. I thought we were all leaving together." And he's like, "What do you want to do? Cut her in half?"
And Brandon said, "Well, I did say I was going to split her in half, but that's not what I meant."
He's like, "I'm trying to do the right thing here, man. Just let me do it." What about what Kelly wants? I don't think she wants Brandon.
This was Brandon's plan. Brandon gets the trophy, and that's it.
I mean, like, they were together. Finley broke them up, so now it's just assumed they're back together.
I guess she was. Yeah, that's the rule of cults. After you get out of a cult, you go back to the relationship you were in most recently.
It's so weird. And, like, she apologized to Dylan for trying to sleep with him I guess, is what she was apologizing for. But she never apologized to Brandon.
No.
She broke up with Brandon.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And cheated on Brandon.
So she didn't apologize to him. She tried to sleep with Dylan while he was in the next room listening, and they leave together. Drive off into the sunset.
Yeah, I don't get this. Do
you think, like, next episode they're supposed to, like, be together now? Like,
it's gonna be Nora. She'll be in the sorority. It's like, she's like, oh, the bake sales run out of brownies. Right. What am I gonna do? It's just everything's gonna be back to normal.
It better not be. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be so mad. Just like with her pill addiction before.
Right.
Whatever.
Or the eating disorder she was getting.
Yeah.
They hinted at for one episode, and they were like, fuck that.
But yeah, and you're right. Like, this Finley dude is, like, evil and hooking up college students with rich old people to get their money. Mm-hmm. It's gross. It's very gross.
He's like a pimp for the nursing home community.
Dylan even says so. He's like, he's not a bad guy. What?
What are you talking about? Brandon's like, yeah, he's trying to fuck people out of their money. He's like, well, I didn't say that was good, but...
I don't know. I did not like the way they ended this episode. What do you think?
I don't know. I think Dylan, I think Brandon and Kelly need to not be together.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if they're ever going to try to get them together, like, ultimately. Like, sometimes I try to think about where this show's going to end. Because eventually the show's going to end.
Right.
And I assume they'll get to decide where they want to end things. I don't know if they're going to end after college or, like, when they graduate from college or whatever they're going to do. But I assume that the show's popular enough they'll get to kind of decide how they want to how things to go out. And I don't know if, like, ultimately they want to get them together in the end, if that's their ultimate plan. But if that's what it is, they need to break up for a while, and they need to start over fresh with their relationship.
Yeah.
And make it different so they actually have some chemistry together.
Yeah, well, I don't think they can fix the lack of chemistry between the actors.
Yeah, and it's just not... She has better chemistry with Luke Perry.
Yeah. And their relationship kind of came out of nowhere anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see him and Valerie hook up at least briefly. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I know you want that so bad.
I do. I want it. I want to see it happen.
Why? Why is that so
interesting? I don't know.
To you?
It just is.
Well, he's one of the men in the cast, so she's definitely going to sleep with him at some point.
Him and David.
Yep.
And Jesse.
Maybe.
Brandon's dad. Mr. Walsh.
Nat.
God.
God? I guess with the Angels, God is technically a cast member.
Well, there you go.
God already blessed her, though. Genetically, so.
Right. I guess we'll see, what her pussy does next episode. Where it goes next.
You should write commercials for 902. See where Valerie's pussy goes next. She's the only vagina with a AA triptych. Or AAA, I mean.
What now?
Triptych, you know?
I don't know what that means.
It's those maps where you follow along, like you go on a long journey. They use the fucking highlighter to draw on the map. And
okay.
Here's your route.
Yeah. So I guess that's the episode for this week. Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and write us, latefee1984AOL.com.
Yep.
Check out our website, www.retrolatefee.com.
Uh-huh.
And tell your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.